This man loves to cry. His son tells him to talk about his growing up. He was very emotional. His daughter wants him to go dancing. He was touched and cried again. Adults shouldn't cry all the time. I think dad is so cute because he cries like a little knight. What are you saying? Even his daughter draws him with a sword. He was so touched that he wanted to brag to his wife. Why? Because he's a stepfather, and neither of these two children are his biological children. Actually, he wants to have a baby too, but he can't have one due to accidentally going to the wrong dentist. This radiation hurt him, but his wife doesn't hate him, because he is a caring and gentle person. Whether in the living room or in the kitchen, he can take good care of the children. So happy to be with such a man. This family is doing pretty well, but one phone call broke everything. Father. That's right, it was the child's father who called, and also asked to speak to the stepfather. He politely invited the other party to stay at home for a few days. Unexpectedly, the other party immediately agreed, say that he will come tomorrow. After hanging up the phone, the wife was a bit sad. The father is a bodybuilder. It's better not to provoke him. The stepfather is full of confidence and wants to meet him. But when he went to catch the plane, he froze, because the father is very attractive. No matter how you look at it, he's more attractive than stepfather. On the first night, dad was very polite, not only complimenting the stepfather, also tell the kids a bedtime story. Everything seems to be fine. In the morning the wife goes to work. Dad's big motorcycle blocked the garage door. Stepfather volunteers to help move out. It can be said that when he was young, he was a racer, but this motorcycle is too powerful. Stepfather crashed into the wall and couldn't move. Fortunately, the biological father smashed the wall to save him. Miraculously, the biological father's motorbike was not damaged, and the stepfather's car was almost destroyed. After sending the children to school, the stepfather took him to the company as a guest. The stepfather is the manager of a music radio station. The company just happened to record a propaganda song on the radio. Biological father, after listening to a piece, got some suggestions for the song. This boy shocked everyone. The biological father got a contract without much effort. The amount is more than the salary of the stepfather. There are two fathers in the family. It's hard to keep it uncluttered. That day when the stepfather came home, he found out the biological father held a party at home, show in front of the kids. The stepfather said I couldn't stand it. He took out the skateboard that had been dusted for a long time. Coming to show, stepfather climbed onto the roof and jumped down. Landing is perfect, unfortunately. After the stepfather fainted, the biological father is not scared. Tell the kids how to save him. Save the stepfather. One day, the boy was bullied by his classmates again. The two fathers were not happy at first, but their point of view is completely opposite. The biological father teaches his son how to box. Let the boy fight back by force. Stepfather advocates the peaceful method. We can change to dance. Can also exercise. In the end, the dance plan was rejected by the whole family. Finished boxing. The biological father said that he would do a great job for the stepfather and his wife. The biological father said that I know you can't have a child, but don't worry, because I can help you. What are you talking about? The biological father said he didn't want to be crooked. I mean, I know a doctor. Special treatment in this area. After hearing the good news, stepfather and wife jumped for joy. At work, the stepfather talked to his coworkers about this good news. Colleague advised him to be careful. This could be a scam. Find a doctor to examine you, then say there's no other way, and so your wife will be even more disappointed. The stepfather doesn't believe it. How can people's hearts be so sinister? But when it comes to the hospital, it really is. The doctor didn't only mock him, but also said that you can't have children has nothing to do with radiation, and that's your own problem. Asked the biological father to take off his pants on the spot, saying this is a positive case. Stepfather understood. The biological father invited him to humiliate him. Stepfather came home from work but saw the biological father having fun with his family. Contents are all pictures from the couple's early years. When the stepfather saw this, he felt bad. This time, the stepfather is determined to chase away the biological father. Just as he was about to open his mouth, the biological father picked up the phone. The doctor asked him to get the results tomorrow. The stepfather temporarily had to give up. When he went to the hospital, the biological father was sure of victory. Have fun holding their hands. But the doctor said that the stepfather's body was mutated. Seems to be angry these days. Increase androgen levels. Fertility is back. Stepfather couple is happy. Embarrassed biological father. Isn't this a failure? Stepfather is grateful to the biological father for solving his fertility problem. The biological father frankly said that he didn't even want to help. Confused stepfather. So what do you mean? The biological father said, this time, I come back to bring my family back. This time it was just an accident. Stepfather got it, deciding to declare war. Okay, just wait. The next morning, as soon as the kids woke up, the whole family was filled with Christmas spirit. But now it's April, not Christmas. Turns out the stepfather wants to win the hearts of his children, so want to celebrate Christmas immediately. Not only that, the stepfather also found a perfectly suitable reason, because the father of the children has missed a lot. Christmas, birthdays and special family holidays. So he will spend a festival with his children to prove professional dad. Stepfather buys a horse for his daughter. Buy a basketball ticket for his son. Family status improved. When he got to the stadium, the stepfather also bought the biological father a separate seat so that he can sit in the same row with the family. An incident happened. The biological father knows the coach, not only taking pictures with the son and Kobe, also arranged them in the first row. Stepfather, this is really shooting himself in the foot. Lost points. He's not in the first row. Get upset and drink on his own. And just as he was drunk, just chosen as the lucky audience, invited to take a photo together. As soon as he stepped onto the stage, he snatched the host's microphone. Drunk messed up, except for scolding the biological father for his shameless behavior. Also said a lot of things that are not suitable for children. Finally, he grabbed the basketball. As a result, it landed in the face of the cheerleader. Throw another ball, directly causing the boy in the wheelchair to fall to the ground. In the end, he was kicked out by the security. After waking up, the stepfather felt, facing his family, he chose to leave, and the biological father is secretly happy. He finally got his family back. The wife was very angry, because he wants to be a father, then take the responsibility of being a father. From tomorrow he takes care of the children. The biological father promised that everything would be fine. Isn't that just taking and picking the kids up? But all this is not as simple as he thinks. When lining up after school, the fuss of parents and teachers made him give up. Tonight is the school party. Every little girl is accompanied by her father, but her father didn't show up and she was very sad. After many pondering at the company and thinking, the stepfather realizes that the child is innocent. He has to go. Stepfather prevented the biological father from wanting to run away at the airport. He said that we both have flaws, but we should not get too caught up in the war and make a mistake. The child needs a father, but they also need to be patient. Listen to your dad who grew up with you. To our children, we are both equally important. These words touched the biological father. He also confessed that he was really bad, because the stepfather seems to be able to handle the trifles of life well, do great things. After a heart-to-heart conversation, the two rushed into the party together, give the daughter the love of both fathers. At this time, the son hit people. Other parents are not satisfied, also hit the biological father. Both sides are at war. Stepfather convinces the biological father to calm down. Think about the impact on these kids if they fight. After thinking, the biological father chose to use choreography instead of martial arts. The father on the other side is also embarrassed and dance along. In this way, everyone resolve the conflict, make the atmosphere vibrant again. At the end of the movie, the whole family gets along. Two dads in the movie actually represents two aspects of the father. The biological father symbolizes courage and protection of the family. The stepfather represents the responsibility of the father. They patiently listen and grow together, comforted by the little things of life. It's no problem to give up someone. They all spare no effort to love their children. Think of your dad at home, probably too.